That's not something hard to fall into, you know, and it's a great payout. And it's something that you can do once you get out. Like, it's something... Okay. So we're back. My phone didn't want me to say this. It started overheating because I left it in the sun right here in my car while I'm driving. And overall, I just couldn't finish my video. As I was saying, World War III is about to happen, guys. This isn't like... Why am I saying this? I don't even know. I just kind of want to call it before it happens, I guess. Pete, World War III is about to happen, without a doubt. So first, guys, look at the state of the world. Come on, we're cooked. This Hamas shit is still going on. Jeez. I think Ukraine and Russia is still going on. That's not good. The United States president just failed their assassination, or had a failed assassination attempt and shit, you know. They just killed Rich Homie Quan. Fucking Drake and Kendrick and shit. Diddy coming down, so everybody's coming down. Hollywood's about to fuck up. Everything's getting cooked. You can't even be a rapper no more. Don't nobody give a fuck about nothing. You know, everything's basically getting cooked. And these are all just the shit that happens like in the media, right? I just saw here. Oh yeah, not to mention Whippets is just now hitting the street. Whippets. I'm not off the Whippet right now. I actually just had a couple of good hits off my cart, so I'm chilling. But fucking Whippets though, them bitches have just hit the street. That's not a good thing. They're not like everywhere, but like I've seen it now. It's like, it's already scary when it's like a trend or some shit like online. Like when you look online and this nigga's doing it, it's like, oh wow. Of course, everything is online. But when it's like, or when you're in your neighborhood, bro, and you chilling, and then the kid that you ironically think is gonna be doing that shit is doing that shit, it's like, oh yo, fuck. Damn, I forgot sometimes shit does get real, you know? Shit low-key does get real sometimes, man. Just look at the state of the world. And then, like, my shit that just topped off my whole idea, too, recently. I'm driving here, like, maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. Because, like, my phone overheated and I was, like, driving. I'm driving and I see a truck. And it's, I forgot what the business was, man. But it says, now hiring CDL driver. If I could remember what the shit was, I would say it, because the business itself had like a huge hand in the significance of them hiring CDL drivers. I think it was like AutoZone or some shit. One of those places. I seen a truck, an AutoZone truck saying, now hiring CDL drivers. And I was just thinking to myself, like, have they not been doing that already? You know? And then, even at that, what is that? See, I have a weird mind. I'm not a pessimist. I seen a guy say this recently. He was an old guy. I'm not a pessimist. I just have a doomsday theory that, you know, I'm like really, I'm not into it. I'm not really adamant. I'm kind of adamant about it. I'm just like, I just feel a little certain about it, you know? Like, yo, the world's about to end. This feels like a look up from the situation, right? You would think like, yeah, oh, this is a great thing. So, like, what's your CDL? Your CDL is your license that you get when you start driving like trucks or like maybe a bus or some shit. You know, you can be in not in possession. You're not in possession of it, but you're transporting either people or, you know, some like stuff, a bunch of stuff and shit. And this is to drive like commercial trucks and shit. Like you don't drive like pickup trucks anymore. You drive like, you know, big shit, 18 wheelers or maybe 16 or, you know, shit like that. What kinds of people really get these jobs, you know? Whatever kinds of, and no offense to these kinds of people who truck. I honestly look at trucking as like one of the coolest professions. It brings back a lot of money, you know, and shit. It's a really heavy back end part of the industry. Like, we'd all be kind of cooked without truckers, you know? I respect truckers every time I see them because they always do good shit for me too. Fucking when I'm on the road. They got their whole little system and shit. It works out. I've never been killed by a trucker. So, I don't like pickup truck niggas. I fucking hate pickup truckers. But sometimes, like, anyway, your CDL. What kind of people gets like a CDL and starts doing like trucking and shit? Some would say the word, I'm not even sure if this is a real word, but gruff. Gruff matches the description of someone driving a truck. They eat Slim Jims and like pickles and shit. I used to tell my sister she eats like a fucking trucker. Shit like that, you know? Who else? I think I'm kind of biased, but I'm trying to see things from an absolutely like blank and plain state of like kind of view, you know? Who else is eating like this? And it's not just through diet, it's just through diet is a window into lifestyle in a way. You see, it's shit like that. Prisoners, right? So, but not just prisoners, maybe ex-convicts, people who just were in jail and are really trying to turn their lives around. People who are in sticky situations genuinely, are not like, they're not trashy people or anyone who really deserves to be fucked up. They did some stupid shit, they were rehabilitated, and now they're back in the world trying to get a hand back up. And get a hand back up, trying to get their foot back on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get back on and shit. And, you know, now fucking AutoZone is hiring CDL drivers. Now, I'm not going to say it's fairly easy to get your CDL. I wasn't trying to get my CDL, but I was just recently taking the CDL, like, practice test. Bro, there's like 50 questions on that shit, and like a bunch of sets of questions, and it's just like, fuck, man. I know I sound lazy as fuck, but it's like that. It shows me you kind of got to be a little into this shit if you're going to do it, because there's a lot more to this shit than I thought it was. No offense. You know, it's not like, again, I didn't think this shit was just going to be straight up easy, but it's just like, fuck. All these questions, bro, all these tests with all these questions. Who do you think I am, you know? Anyway, though, I don't like the look of just like a huge, hey, this could be it kind of look. Because I feel like this is one of those little things where you just keep feeding the rats trashy cheese so they don't know what good cheese is, you know? And I'm not saying like any convicts are the rats. I'm saying just in a scheme, in a pyramid scheme kind of way. I'm looking at it like, how the fuck did Whippets just all of a sudden like just pop up, you know? And you look into it and you see it's a little fucking lame nigga. It's the company that's like just now popping out Whippets around here, bro. Not just now, maybe not the top one, but like one of the main ones. It's this Cloud9 vape shop that I actually just drove past. Fucking, not just now, but like a little, like maybe 20 minutes ago. Just left it, right? Dude, that spot, I used to drive by it and I would see like, it looked the same way. I used to drive by it like every now and again, like, yo, this is just the Cloud9 vape shop. I never really go in there. I got my own smoke shop I go to, and this one's just out of my way. And it's like all the way over here, but and it low key, in my personal opinion, it used to look a little bit trashy. So I never used to want to shop in there. Like, what the fuck, like, you know, like, I'm not going in here. It's called Cloud9, nigga. They got some counterfeit shit for sure. Come on. I know everywhere got some counterfeit shit, but it's like, nigga, Cloud9. I'm not going in there. Look, they spray painted this shit. And then recently, you drive by, and they got new lights outside. They got like a new paint job. The shit look nice. This shit, like, they got their money up. You can tell now. And you start wondering, like, what happened? Whippets, bruh. And I'm not even kidding. This shit sounds so stupid. This shit sounds like a fucking, I don't even want to say it. It sounds dumb. It truly just sounds dumb, but it literally is that, though. When you look into it, it's some bullshit, you know? And it's just like, if you watch How High, the old one, you would just respect, you know, good movies. If you watch How High 2, the recent one with DC Young Fly and Lil Yachty, you would think that shit's stupid as fuck. But if you apply it to current events, it starts kind of feeling a little bit eerie. Like, damn, they did just release a new crack, and they got niggas like fucked up. And it's not even just that. It's like it's actually a little. I don't feel like it's a little agenda being pushed. Of course, it could be, but it's just like now celebrities doing it. You know, Gunna was doing it. Of course, I think it's been a long time. It's been a small time thing for a long time. Nobody even knew about Whippets. I've been knew about Whippets. I just never tried it because it was like, nigga, that's too far out the way. It sounds stupid, you know, fucking like nitrous oxide. I don't know, man. That shit, like, I wanted to genuinely, but I just never went the extra mile because it's like, I don't know. I got too many other good choices that make more sense than nitrous oxide, you know. So fucking, I stayed off this shit. And now to just see it come up is just like, goddamn, what happened to people, bro? That's sad. But that, you know, all these things, just compile all this into a compilation. Look at the state of the world and its constant decline. And think about how in every, like, 20s, like, there was, like, a secondary secession of something. you know? It's kind of not like history repeats itself, but there's a rhythm, I feel like there is to the world, man. I'm just saying, look, if World War III pops off, remember, I totally knew. And maybe I'm wrong about all this shit too. Also, didn't they, if I'm not wrong, I just recently, not even just recently, but like a couple months ago for sure, seen something. I know it wasn't a, basically, I heard this, but I never really fact checked it on the screen or the correct facts now. Yeah. Draft just like going in right now, like they're starting a draft, but it's like we're now re-eligibilizing dudes to be able to, not we, but like I guess the U.S. Army is now allowing dudes to get like drafted again, and it's just like, yo, why? I personally, am I excited? Slightly, maybe, a little, you know. It's just the thought that, dang, I'll be out somewhere new, you know, have a gun, I'm up, I just gotta do some push-ups and shit. I know it's gonna be hella push-ups, hella bullshit I gotta go through in the military, but I'll have a gun, so, you know, it is what it is, man. Anything for a gun, honestly, bro. Yeah, and a service pistol, pop, pop, pop. Whoever y'all want me to get, bro. I'd love to be a Marine. Not love to be a Marine, but if I had to be a Marine, I wouldn't have that big a problem with it. It's just like, hey, fuck it, you know? Sometimes you just gotta run out. Not run out, you know, sometimes it's not smart to run out, I guess, if you're a Marine, but I was raised on shit like Rambo. I always thought shit like that was cool. Anyway, man, so yeah, World War III solely about it. Pop off for some shit, guys, on everything. When it blows, don't even call me, don't even look at me, you don't even gotta do none of that shit, bro. Just like, just remember, damn, he did say this. No, actually, don't even remember. Fuck it, I didn't even say none of this shit. I just, fuck it.